Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Wan Noliana binti Wan Yusof and my group members are Wan Amalin binti Wan Ahmad and Siti Aisyah binti Sapiai. Our groups will present the ergonomic concept and the related health concerns. First, let me begin with the ergonomics. Ergonomics is an applied science devoted to incorporating comfort, efficiency, and safety into the design of items in the workplace. Ergonomics is the process of designing or arrange workplaces, products, and systems so that they fit the people who use them. Most people have heard of ergonomics and think it is something to do with sitting or with the design of car controls and instruments, and it is, but it is so much more. Ergonomics applies to the design of anything that involves people, workspaces, sports and leisure, health, and safety. Next, let's move on with the right way in handling ergonomics. As what you can see here, the viewing angle is supposed to be 20 degrees to center of screen, and viewing distance should be 18 to 28 inches. Your monitor should be slightly below eye level and straight ahead, not to one side. It should be about arm's length away from your face so you can easily read the screen, not leaning your head forward, which puts strain on your neck. To protect your eyes, reduce the glare from the monitor screen by turning off overhead lights or closing the window blind. Next, for the arms, elbows are at about 90 degrees and arms at hands approximately parallel to floor. For the keyboard head, it's supposed to be 23 to 28 inches depending on head of user. When positioning your keyboard and mouse, you should keep in mind that you want to reduce unnecessary strain in your fingers, wrists, arms, and shoulders, keeping them in as neutral and relaxing a position as possible. While you're typing, your wrist should not be resting, but held up in line with the back of your hand. This reduces strain to your wrist that may result from holding it at an unnatural angle and allows you to move your arms to reach the keys, rather than stretching your fingers to reach them. If you can't move your keyboard, try adjusting the height of your chair, though this may cause problems if you can't adjust your monitor accordingly. Next, for the chair and feet. The chair should be adjustable height chair with 4 or 5 legs for stability, and the feet is supposed to flat on floor. The position of your chair is important to help you maintain good posture. Good posture involves keeping your bones and muscles in line, which promotes efficiency, endurance, and an overall feeling of well-being. The height of the chair should allow you to have your feet resting firmly on the ground, with your thighs roughly parallel to the floor. If your chair is too high, use a footrest to keep your knees and hips level. Next, we're going to proceed with the importance of ergonomics. Ergonomics aims to create safe, comfortable, and productive workspaces by bringing human abilities and limitations into the design of a workspace, including the individual's body size, strength, skills, speed, sensory abilities, which are vision and hearing, and even attitudes. Ergonomics aims to improve workspaces and environments to minimize risks of injury or harm. So as technologies change, so too does the need to ensure that the tools we access for work, rest, and play are designed for our body's requirements. There are 4 importance of ergonomics. The first one is ergonomics improve productivity. The best ergonomic solutions will often improve productivity. By designing a job to allow for good posture, less exertion, fewer motions, and better height and reaches, the workstation becomes more efficient. The second one is ergonomics improve quality. Poor ergonomics leads to frustrated and fatigued workers that don't do their best work. When the job task is too physically taxing on the worker, they may not perform their job like the way they were trained. For example, an employee might not fasten a screw tight enough due to a high force requirement, which could create a product quality issue. The third one is ergonomics improve employee engagement. Employees notice when the company is putting forth their best efforts to ensure their health and safety. If an employee does not experience fatigue and discomfort during their workday, it can reduce turnover, decrease absenteeism, improve morale, and increase employee involvement. And the last one is ergonomics creates a better safety culture. Ergonomics shows your company's commitment to safety and health as a core value. The cumulative effect of the previous four benefits of ergonomics is a stronger safety culture for your company. Healthy employees are your most valuable asset. Creating and fostering the safety and health culture at your company will lead to a better human performance for your organizations. Let's continue with the next slide. The next slide is manage office health. The first one is learn to adjust the workstation parts for the best fit to your work habits and procedures. The second one is take rest breaks often, at least 50 minutes every 2 hours. Do not sit in front of your computer monitor or at your desk for a long, uninterrupted period of time. The third one is learn stretching exercises for your hands, wrists, arms, and fingers to relieve pressure on them. Carpal tunnel syndrome is a repetitive strain injury that occurs when stress is placed on the hands, wrists, or arms. It can occur while working at the computer keyboard or using the computer input devices for a long period of time. The fourth one is focus your eyes away from your computer monitor often. Remember to blink your eyes. If possible, face your computer monitor against the wall to avoid looking directly out of window or into glare from other bright light sources. The fifth one is adjust the screen brightness to a contrast level that is comfortable for you. Adjust the screen angle so that it is at eye level or slightly lower. Adjust the screen display properties for comfortable viewing. 6. Learn and use good posture. Keep your back straight against the back of your chair and your feet flat on the floor. Adjust your chair so that your feet do not dangle above the floor. And the last one is, the seventh, arrange your work material so that you do not have to reach far to a telephone or supplies. Take care when lifting heavy binders or boxes or bending to reach files. Do not strain to use staplers or paper punches. And the last one is report any prolonged physical discomfort that affects your work performance to your supervisor. That is all from me. Next, I am going to pass to Wan Amalin for her to explain about the health concerns of computer use. Thank you.
Thank you, Liana, for the explanation. Assalamualaikum. I am Wan Amalin binti Wan Ahmad from BA 1184D. I will explain to you about health concerns of computer use. The widespread use of computer had led to health concerns. The common physical health risk is repetitive strain injuries, which is RSI. Technology-related RSI include tendonitis and carpal tunnel syndrome, which is CTS. A repetitive strain injury (RSI) is an injury or disorder of the muscle, nerve, tendons, ligament, and joint. Tendonitis is inflammation of a tendon due to repeated motion or stress on that tendon. Next, carpal tunnel syndrome (CTS) is inflammation of the nerve that connects the forearm to the palm of the wrist. Repeated or forceful bending of the wrist can cause CTS or tendonitis of the wrist. Symptom: The symptoms of tendonitis of the wrist include extreme pain that extends from the forearm to the hand, along with tingling in the finger. The symptoms of CTS include burning pain when the nerve is compressed, along with numbness and tingling in the thumb and first two fingers. Long-term computer work can lead to tendonitis or CTS. Factors that cause these disorders include prolonged typing, prolonged mouse usage, or continual shifting between the mouse and the keyboard. If untreated, these disorders can lead to permanent physical damage. You can take many precautions to prevent these types of injuries. One of them is taking frequent breaks during the computer session to exercise your hands and arms. Hand exercise. First, spread fingers apart for several seconds while keeping wrists straight. Second, gently push back fingers and then thumb. And third, dangle arms loosely at sides and then shake arms and hands. So, I will pass to Aisha to explain about computer vision syndrome.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Aisyah binti Sufyan. Thank you, Amarin, for the previous explanation. Next, I will explain about the computer vision syndromes. I will explain the meaning of the computer vision syndromes. The first one, computer vision syndromes can be described as a group of eye and vision-related problems that result from prolonged computer, tablet, e-reader, and cell phone use. Second one, computer vision syndrome is a condition resulting from focusing the eyes on a computer or other display device for protracted, uninterrupted periods of time, and the eyes muscles being unable to recover from the constant tension required to maintain focus on a closed object. Now I will explain about the techniques to ease eye strain. There are several techniques to ease eye strain, and I will explain it one by one. The first one is every 10 to 15 minutes, take an eye break. For example, look into the distance and focus on an object for 20 to 30 seconds. Roll your eyes in a complete circle, close your eyes and rest them for at least 1 minute. For example, when watching computer or television, or when reading printed material, or doing close work, try to position the light source behind you. Other than that, if you are reading at a desk, use a shaded light position in front of you. The second one is blink your eyes every 5 seconds. It is because many people blink less than usual when working at a computer, which can contribute to dry eyes. Blinking produces tears that moisten and able to refresh your eyes. Try to make it as a habit to blink more often when looking at a monitor. The third one is place your display device about an arm length away from your eyes, with the top of the screen at eye level below. It can prevent bright lighting and too much glare can strain your eyes. Next one is use a large font. Enlarge the type of fonts for easier readings and adjust the contrast or brightness to a level that can make you feel more comfortable. Next one is choose the right eyewear. If you need glasses or contacts and work at a computer, consider investing in glasses or contact lens designed specifically for computer work. The last one is adjust the lighting. For example, the problems are generally from sources above or behind you, including fluorescence and sunlight. To make it more easier and safe, users can use an adjustable back lamp, close blinds, or shaded and avoid placing monitor directly in front of a window or whiteboard. Now I will move to the advantage of applied techniques to ease eye strain. There are three advantages. The first one is can reduce hindrance. This happens because of the blue light and glare on the screen that can causing your eyes to work harder. Second one is being able to remain a better posture. This means that you will end up with a better posture when you are at the computer. Third one is able to improve eye health. For example, as you know, computer vision syndrome affect 90% of people who is spending more than 3 hours per day in front of screens. There are a lot of advantages if we apply technique. And the last one is I will explain about the symptoms of eye strain. There are several types of symptoms of eye strain, which are sore, tired, burning or itching eyes, watery or dry eyes, blurred or double vision, hidden, sore neck, shoulder or back, increased sensitivity to light, difficulty to concentrating, feeling that you cannot keep your eyes open. I think that's all from me, and I will pass it to my partner Amadi. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Aisha. I will continue about computer addiction. The internet has made life a lot easier by making information more accessible to all and creating connection with different people around the world. However, it has also led a lot of people to spend too much time in front of the computer, so much so that it becomes the center of their life. This can lead to computer addiction. Computer addiction can be described as the excessive or compulsive use of the computer which persists despite serious negative consequences for personal, social, or occupational function. The concept of computer addiction is broadly divided into two types. First, offline computer addiction is normally used when speaking about excessive gaming behavior, which can be practiced both offline and online. Second, online computer addiction gets more attention in general from scientific research than offline computer addiction, mainly because most cases of computer addiction are related to the excessive use of the internet. The symptoms of users include being drawn by the computer as soon as one wakes up and before one goes to bed, lacking physical exercise and outdoor exposure because of constant use of the computer, which could contribute to many health problems such as obesity, neglecting friends, family, or responsibilities in order to be online, using the computer repeatedly as an outlet when sad, upset, or for sexual gratification, problems in school or work as a result of time spent and the type of activities accessed on the computer. Lastly, risk of computer addiction. Difficulty getting homework done because computer games occupy a great deal of your time. You connect to the internet and suddenly discover it is several hours later and you have not left the computer. You spend most of your time online talking to friends from home instead of making new friends at college. Almost all your friends are from online activities and contacts. That's all from us. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.